What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast. On today's episode of First String Podcast, we have CWall joining us from Bowie TV. She's going to join us to give us our Commanders free agency update. We'll go around the NFL and look at other free agents that have been signed to other teams, who has improved, who hasn't, and pretty much who's winning NFL free agency. Now, we got something very special for y'all. We told y'all we was going to do it, and we finally did it now. It is March Madness time. A lot of basketball tournaments going on. So what we did, we took 32 movies and put them into a March Madness bracket style. So we're going to go through that first round today. I hope y'all are ready. We have a great show for y'all. Let's go.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Imagine talking sports, having fun with the fam. At a starting line, the first string is what you have. An entertaining stream with the Pro Bowl cast. When the viewers chime in, they gon' answer what you ask. Representing for the Queens, yeah, we got Lady A. A super knowledgeable woman who can break down any play. Said from the South, so he read GA. The Falcons, the Bulldogs, the whole Peach State. Drunk Uncle Al, only way you can describe him. Every time he crack the mic, you know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and tune in. Like, subscribe, recommend to a friend. Nah, for real, like, subscribe, and recommend this to a friend. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the First String Podcast Show.
Welcome back to First String Podcast. Do not forget to like, subscribe to First String Podcast. Hit the bell to enable alert for new content just like this. And don't forget, the most important part is that you tell a friend to tell a friend about First String Podcast. Now, look, everybody's here. We're all ready. We're anxious. Let's get in this room. Say it. How you doing, bro?
I'm still loading. Not
You
quite there
still
yet.
loading?
I'm still loading.
I'm still loading. Okay. That's the first time I heard you say that one. So it must have been a long day. All right.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm going to see what HR can do about helping you load a little faster. Lady A, how are you?
I'm good. I felt that in my soul. I felt that
You
saying still loading. I understood that when he said it.
See?
I get it.
He said he was still loading.
Yes, he said he's still loading.
Yeah. I had one of them. I had one of them days, but I came home and I had a couple
You got yourself together.
It was pretty.
He got a nap.
I did. I got myself together. Now listen. It was anything but a nap. Let's bring in. So far, he's holding the title for Father of the Year for at least today. Al, how are you?
You muted, Al.
He's muted. He just lost
I
Father of
don't
the
like
Year
this.
that fast.
I don't like this title on here. What is that? Selectively aggressive?
Yeah, selectively. I'm selectively aggressive. That was what my owner said. We're doing in free agency. So
I don't like it.
Which owner we referring to?
Right.
Jared Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You stop this. We've been through this before." Said, I told you I was alone.
We don't ever know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm on because you always, who you talking about when you be sending them little nasty texts about my team. And
Who
you know
said
what team
that?
it is?
Who said that? Wait. Who
you
did that? And what they say?
The text you be sending about my team.
If you hung, you can hear.
If you hung,
We
you
don't
All
get
right,
care.
look, we got
about you.
CWall.
See,
We
that's why she
have
made fun.
CWall joining us, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it is Women's History Month. So our guests this whole month, I'm gonna try my best to make it all women. So let's bring in Bowie TV's own CWall. How are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
Pretty good.
We're doing good. We're saluting you, and we had to have you on. A couple of reasons why is free agency, of course, but it is Women's History Month, and you making big moves. So you're
Yes.
doing it great for you. You're doing it big for PG and Bowie. So we wanted to celebrate you and tell you thank you for everything that you've done for us. So that's why we had to have you on.
I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
I didn't even know it was March for a while. So I can stop. I really appreciate that. And it's great to be able to give back to my hometown and my home county in this way. So I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you've been very busy. You had a very busy, February, took a little break. And next thing you know, you're on another plane headed out to Indianapolis for the combine. And now we're dealing in free agency. So I'm just going to give you the floor for a little bit and let you go. If you want to start at the combine, that's fine. If you want to start with free agency, the floor is yours.
Okay. And thank you all again. Really, seriously, appreciate it. Sometimes you don't take a moment to smell the roses. So I appreciate that, you guys, for real. So yes, took a break, if you can call it that. Bowie TV was at the Super Bowl, but I was not at the Super Bowl. I was exhausted. So trust and believe, if the Commanders would have made it, I would. Hey, come on. All right, I'd have been
right.
But I was like, all right, now I'm going to bed. If you really don't know, I mean, I had no idea what that second season or playoff life was like. So it is different. It was long, and we had a blast. I don't think we all realized how much fun we were having until it was over. Like, dang, that was actually a lot of fun. The Commanders were always talking about how much fun they were having, especially the players that had been here. They're not used to, any of this.
Right.
So they were talking about all the fun that they were having, and they were just having the time of their lives. And I think, we didn't realize we were having the time of our lives as well until it was over. Yeah. And so many of my colleagues were still at Super Bowl week. I couldn't make it. And then I was like home for a week, or 2 weeks. And then, it was time for combine.
Yeah.
And this year was a lot different, right? Like, it's crazy the difference the year makes, because last year at that time going in the combine, let me think about this. So I had met Adam Peters. I was actually on a plane to Las Vegas for Super Bowl week during Dan Quinn's press conference. And I was so petty at the time. I was like, a lot of people were changing their flight so they could be there for Dan Quinn. I'm not changing my flight. He's going to have to wait till I get back, because I'm not changing Dan Quinn. I'm not changing my flight for no Dan Quinn. So he's definitely made a lot of us look dumb in that regard. But anyway, so when I got back from Super Bowl, they had like a coaches round table with all of the new coaches, because it was basically new. Everybody was new. And I remember Dan Quinn coming by like really quick just to introduce himself to the people he had not met yet. And so I was one of those folks. And then combine comes along. It was like Adam Peters' first presser or scrum, if you will, because he told us this year he didn't even know what a scrum was. As a general manager, of course. And then, he did that like 30 seconds in. He was like, I'm here to find my quarterback. And I was like, good grief, Adam. Did you have to tell everybody that? I mean, my gosh, at least act like, you're not here to get a quarterback. But he just put it out there last year. And then meeting Dan Quinn or not meeting him, it was kind of like the first time really engaging with him, I was still kind of lukewarm for some reason, just because it was, I don't know, but we definitely laugh about all of that now. And at the time, no one knew anything. I mean, they knew, right? But one of the things that did coincide this year that really resonated with me is that last year, of course, they didn't know what the definition of a commander was. Like they didn't know. They had it in terms of a vision for what it could be, what they wanted to see in their players, but now they have examples. And so, last year was kind of split almost, if you will, in terms of draft picks, meaning they had ready to play rookies, right? And then they had some, which majority of them played. And a couple of them had really great seasons. And so this year, the difference, I feel like, yes, they know exactly who they, like what is the commander standard, if you will. Mm-hmm. But I also think that itch of having gotten to the NFC Championship and lost is probably, they know where they are and they understand what it's going to take to sustain.
Right.
And the reality is, Jaden Daniels is like the face of the league. Like that kid, everybody loves Jaden Daniels. Everybody. It doesn't even, everybody. Once you meet him, everybody in love with him. Once you talk to him, everybody in love with him. Then you get him, you watch this game and you like, oh my gosh, and so you got to strike while the rookie deal still applies.
Yeah.
That's just the facts.
Mm-hmm.
You have to strike while the rookie deal still applies.
Right.
And while it still makes sense, because the reality is the rookie is a real big reason why the team even made the NFC Championship. Right?
True.
So now it's like, I didn't know what I didn't know about the coaching staff.
Right.
Or Jaden. We didn't know anything about anybody. Any free agents, we didn't know what they were going to get out of Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, Frankie Louvu, everybody. They was, what they were doing. We said like 30. I mean, we were in marathon free agent press conferences. Like, we don't even know what's going on, but we could just go and ask them questions. Okay.
Right.
And now it's like super duper clear what's going on. Yeah. And they're moving accordingly. These are very smart people, very intentional. And the reality is, again, you got a rookie who got you to the NFC Championship. I mean, other things applied, right? Because it's all a puzzle. Mm-hmm. But a large part of that is Jaden Daniels. Right. So that rookie deal ain't going to apply, but so much longer.
We're starting to see in free agency, and of course they went to the combine, and Adam Peters spoke, and I think it was maybe him or Dan Quinn that described a wide receiver that was physical, big, strong, fast. Mm-hmm. And then, then we go out and get Deebo Samuels. Mm-hmm. And then behind grabbing Deebo Samuels, of course, they say the next thing you got to do is protect your biggest investment. And now we trade for Laramie Tunsil. So we're starting to see these pieces come into place. How would you say, well, I'm just going to tell you how I figured it, right? I figured it like Adam Peters woke up, put an apron on, and started cooking. What are you seeing in his moves that he's making?
Adam Peters started cooking at the end of the NFC Championship game. I'm not even playing with you, because the way his face and his body language was coming into the game was definitely not his face and his body language leaving. And I was like, because I'm a use your clues person, y'all know this, right? I said, but now I'm in use your clues mode. Like, I'm reading nonverbal cues all day. And I'm having little sidebar conversations. And I already knew what type of time it was with him. And that next day, even like it wasn't long, because even the next day I asked him in the press conference about how he was going to, kind of refocus his mind to, Senior Bowl. And he said he wasn't prepared for this, meaning he didn't think they were going to lose that football game.
Right.
So now he's rejiggered a different way, because these are just people that despise losing.
Right.
Right. It bothers them really bad. And so immediately I was like, okay, they got to do something about this, apparently, I think. Okay. And then let's just be for real. The coaching staff stayed together.
Yeah.
When that was the biggest clue of the type of time this team was going to be on. The coaching staff, I think they only lost one coach, the special teams assistant coach, and they had a great replacement for him. And that was all I needed to see and know, right? I knew that Lance Newmark was staying. A conversation I had directly. So I knew he was staying. Once we knew the whole just about coaching staff was staying, and it's few teams that make moves like that, and everybody decides to stay. And typically, when your coaching staff says we're gonna stay intact, you know what type of time they on. They're happy here, they're happy together, and they really believe that they got something really special together, and that they're better together. They don't want to leave. So I just been chilling during free agency. I'm be honest with you. I kind of been like, well, everything that happens, it was one that I was kind of like, but I mean, it was also like, I'm sure they have an answer for that. So you just kind of move on, because you know who you're dealing with. You know these people are smart, so they got plan B, C, D, and E for everything.
We're going. Congratulations on 8 years of Bowie TV. I believe it's 8 years, right?
8 years in the sports industry. And that was what, March 6th? 8 years in the sports industry. And I don't even know how long I've been at Bowie TV now. I've been at Bowie TV since 2021, and I've been the president since 2023.
Congratulations.
So
Congratulations as well. To my fellow high school alum.
Thank you. Bowie High School alum in the building.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I will say that I was surprised by the Larry Tunsil trade.
Smokestack.
What a nice pickup for the offensive line. All I wanted to hear, to give this guy a little bit more time to be a little bit more accurate, to be a little bit more dangerous. And they did that in adding Larry Tunsil. Now, can they get the best out of him? That's the question at this point.
Yeah, I think the only thing that concerns me, and it's not even a concern, right? But it's like, hey, everybody's got pros and cons, is the penalties.
Right.
I just be unraveling when it's too many penalties anyway. Like, oh my God.
Did he get to wear his mask on his helmet?
So I'm like,
he asked that question. He asked that question in the chat
I
earlier
asked
today.
To my fellow, Commander fans, because just to have a little fun, because there's a lot of dispensaries around here. So I want to make sure he can wear his mask and everything under the helmet and everything. So yes, man, I'm just asking.
Are you finished?
I'm just saying that the chat wants.
You're being petty.
The chat wants to know, Lady A.
What do you expect from a Cowboys fan?
But I'm just, but also,
they say that everybody else hates on them.
But on a serious note, Kevin, I mean, I know the. Let me tell you this: the hype in this area is real. But like I've been saying to many people, lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. And last year, I believe a lot of things happened unexpectedly in your favor. Injuries Like I said, can't predict injuries, but you all didn't have any major injuries in any major situations. And that was important because it kept consistency, especially in that offensive line, which was supposed to be one of your weaker spots, but ended up being, I think, truthfully, one of your unsung heroes in regards to position-wise.
Right.
And it was why your team was so successful. Like I say all the time, if you win the trenches, you usually win the game.
Mhm.
When you being at the combine, were you able to get a feel from the coaches of anybody they may have liked or any positions that they were definitely paying more attention to on any particular days?
Not necessarily from a position perspective, because I definitely tried to ask a question that would get Adam Peters to tell me, but I think they might be on to some of my games. they might have figured me out by now. In terms of my question around what they were, how do they go about prioritizing? I didn't say which position are you prioritizing. I asked, how do you go about prioritizing? Right. And so they talked about where they don't have anybody. This is what Adam Peters, where they don't have anyone at all. And then it's kind of like you see what the best available is. Right. So they had a lot of holes on this roster and still do, everybody. So let that use your clues to there's work to be done. Right. Whether it's re-signing or picking folks up once they're released. But you look at where you don't have anyone, and then you look at best available based on free agency and draft.
Right.
Defensive end is definitely something they need. They need a defensive end. They stand to get better at running back. Yes, they resign. They're resigning Jeremy McNichols, but hey, we know, everybody knows it's something else there in the trenches, right? You still got to beef up the defensive line. It's still some moves that could absolutely be made when you really look at the schedule for next year. But they, the only thing Adam would be, and well, he talked about characteristics too. Talked a lot about going back to Toothpick's point about the physical. They said, we were out there. We knew they were for Debo Samuel. Like that wasn't. We just thought that Jonathan Allen was going to be a part of the deal.
Right.
And he wasn't. Right. But I think it was conversations about that. Right. Because of the need to be more physical, even at the receiver position, at all positions. Right. And having that impact player and getting better over on offense when they're going up against these very tough defenses. So Adam mentioned speed and power. I think I said that on the show, and somebody was like, "What's the same thing?" Oh, no, it's not. It's not the same
It's
thing.
different.
You know what I mean? You got to be fast. You got to be physical. And they talk about that. It's the speed. We talk about power. It's you got to be able to hit and take a hit. Like you can't take a hit and just fly. You know what I mean? Somebody just knock the ball out there, you just gone. You just look like me out there. You can't do that. So they talked about those types of things, which if you start to compare and contrast, that's kind of where the puzzle pieces come in. And all right, which players could they be talking about, or which one is just as good as a player that they may have released or pursued free agency and got picked up somewhere else.
Are we expected to see?
I got you, lady. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Let me jump in. You're watching First Spring Podcast. We are live with CWall from Bowie TV. And she's bringing us up to date on the Washington Commanders and their free agency. Go ahead, Lydia.
Are we expected to see anywhere near the amount of activity that we did last year for free agency?
Yeah, I mean, whether it's new people or re-signings, yes, simply because of the holes. I mean, they don't have as many draft picks, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's still something to look at. Like, they're going to still, play around with the draft capital, like what are they going to do? Or, they're going to take what they have, but you got to think of it like this. If they continue with the draft picks that they have, I would think that these would have to be players that were ready to play.
Yeah.
That was my next question. That would be my next question to you. Considering y'all still have a lot of cap space, if y'all have signed players, but y'all still, y'all have the most more cap space than a lot of teams that are out there. When you're going into this draft, did you get a feel for that now? Last year you were drafting fill holes, but now you're drafting best available or by specific need. What is their motivation in regards to where they're going to be looking in the draft? Because you don't have as many picks.
Right, exactly. And I think with that, I my assumption I would be based on need, best available at a position of need, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Right. So
Both.
it's who's on
A
their draft
twofer.
for best available at a position of need. But again, that part of ready to play, this does not strike me as it's just been 1 year, but based on what I saw last year and based on the type of time they're on, this isn't the kind of staff that is got a lot of time to develop. They want people to have, they want their positions to have depth.
Right.
But just the luxury of like development, the league is just, the league ain't that anymore. You gotta be able to perform.
Well, I want to go to the offensive line. Last year, we knew that the offensive line needed to be addressed. They did it, and then you come back again and you add a quality left tackle like Larry Tunsil. So, what does that do for our rookie that we drafted? Push him inside the guard, move him over to the right side. As you heard about this left tackle and Larry Tunsil, where did your mind go as to the combination of ways that they could play this offensive line?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I first thought was I was getting a lot of questions about tackle, and I was like, well, they need a guard. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, I feel like they need a guard, whatever the case may be. And of course, there need to be improvements on the line because, like I was saying, in the trenches, games won and lost in the trenches for sure. What this move proved to me was there are very high expectations for this coaching staff and this front office about what.
That's all pro tackle. That's all pro. You got all pro tackle.
Exactly.
It's very all pro tackle.
High expectations because I thought Brandon Coleman was just fine, but to your point, Toothpick, I'm like, okay, perhaps they move him to guard or they move him to the right side because they could do that with Brandon. I thought, like I think y'all was saying earlier, that was a definitely the unsung heroes. By November, I was like, good grief, they are really good. They are really just like, God bless them, because I did not expect, offensive line in the corners. I was like, this is gonna be a disaster. The O-line made many of us eat our words, of course, me included. Corner, we'll get back to that. But they had the great, Mikey Sanders still saved them in a lot of instances.
Yeah.
So, at least my opinion is what I'll say. But I learned they serious.
Yeah.
Right? About the trenches part of this. And that they understand that's where some of their weakness was. Like in the offensive run game and just getting beat. I mean, there were some games, where there's some times where maybe Jaden could have held the ball too long or maybe he should have thrown it away. Yeah, sure. But there were some times with offensive line, especially down the street, they were just getting beat. And so definitely a huge, it's an improvement, but it showed me not that I think Brandon Coleman did great, but I think they also probably said, okay, maybe he's best suited here with, next to an all-pro, that'll help him further improve. That's my thought, because he had a great season and he had some very hard tasks. But in some of those tasks, he was getting beat. He definitely was getting smoked quite a few times, but he did great. I know I'm saying to be like, I actually say he got smoked and then he did good. He's a rookie. He had some tall tasks.
Yeah, it's a learning curve.
Absolutely a learning curve. And I want to say something else too. I meant to say it a moment ago. Zach Ertz in his press conference this morning, let me tell you, he must really be a morning person. I guess they all are. I was a little shaky this morning, but I was like, oh my God, it's too early for this. But he was really, really, they always are honest and transparent. But I don't think I've really heard anybody talk about the fact of the closeness of the games last season. And just, if they hadn't turned out that way in those 5 close games,
it could have been a lot different.
It would have been a completely different season.
Yes.
Right.
He talked about that. But he also talked about it in a way that was like, we get that. But now we got to make it count. We got to make it convincing. Right? It can't just be like that close for 5 games. That's a lot of close games.
Yeah.
I know Stan is ready to get in there, but I got to ask this question. So we've been hearing about Laramie Tunsil as a great teammate. He's not that dog. He's not that goon. You know how we talked about that. We needed some more goons.
Who's
Taliban, Laramie Tunsil. They say he's a pretty nice guy on the field. With this offensive line room and being there with Tyler and Allegretti and Cosme and Wiley, will we bring that out? Will that offensive line bring that out of Laramie Tunsil?
I heard
They,
the
that,
opposite.
from the Houston reporters are saying he's a really good guy on the field.
I heard different.
You know,
I heard different as well. That's why I said I didn't hear that one pick. I heard different.
No, they were saying if they said if someone hit CJ Stroud, he's not running over there to knock their head off. When we was
Maybe
like,
it's not
well,
like
it's going to
CJ
be a
Stroud.
race because our guys, or if somebody hit Jaden, our guys are racing over there.
Run. Yeah. Everybody can't run. Now everybody can't. Somebody has to be the level-headed one of the group, you know. But however, here's what I'll say to that. It could be like a Jedi mind trick as well. Because Jaden is a very nice guy on the field. Jaden is very nice.
Okay.
But he's also passive aggressive.
See,
He's a killer on the field, right?
True.
Pitch one Southeast all day.
All
See,
day.
You know what I'm saying? That's his problem. Everybody can't be Southeast all day.
Right.
All
You know
day.
what I'm saying?
So I will say
some
this.
people, like some people, it's young bull, old bull. Some people gonna run down there. Some people gonna walk down there. But I believe Tunsil was a dog enough where he'll handle his own in the right situation. So don't you worry about somebody fighting on the field already because you think somebody gonna hit Jaden Daniels late. Just tell him get out the way. How about that?
Hey, get off the track. There's a train coming through. Come on, Sid, get in there.
But
So,
I mean, they
I mean-
do Jedi mind tricks so well, they probably don't even really want to hit him. That's the other thing. So
We're gonna see.
We're gonna hit him.
We're gonna see
When it
that
comes to
shit.
Atlanta.
Oh no,
Anyway,
Sid, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm
Sid.
just telling you the
wait,
truth.
wow,
man.
did you see that clip? You had to have seen it. I'm pretty sure I posted it at Super Bowl
one?
week of
I saw
Ocho
a lot of
Cinco.
Which one? Which
Ocho
Ocho Cinco?
Cinco was like, I'm with famous people, and Michael Parsons was like, the Cowboys is gonna win the NFC. And the way Jaden just looked at him.
Yeah.
Yes. I probably looked at it the same way. And I don't know if I like Parsons. He was hanging with Jaden a lot over the last few months. I'm starting to feel a certain type of way about that because he even had a problem. He watching too many of y'all press conferences because he chimed in a little upset about that Laramie Tunsil signing. When y'all signed him, y'all think, I mean, I'm about to give Micah a call because I'm getting a little TPO.
Hey, he's gonna be your neighbor soon. He's gonna be here, so you.
He's a fan. I really think he wants to come over.
He has a podcast too. Maybe he's doing research. And then, see, that's why I can't feed him.
He doesn't act like that with anybody else.
I can't give him too much CWall. See, I just taking it around with it. Now they're gonna say next they're gonna be telling me. They told me last week Myles Garrett was gonna be a commander. Now
we're gonna talk about that.
Then they're gonna try to make Michael Parsons one too. He'll never be traded.
No, he wants to be one. We didn't say he was going to be.
Okay, so
come on, Sid, get in there. Come on.
One another thing that I saw as I watched this frenzy free agency because it was like you see one or two and it was like da-da-da-da-da. Okay, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders released Jonathan Allen,
Mm-hmm.
but they signed Kinlaw.
We had talked about him on Saturday.
Right. So what do you think about the release and the signing?
I mean, what's unfortunate is Jonathan dealt with some really tough years here. And it's like, I even read it in his goodbye message where it was kind of like, it just stinks for him, right? Because it's like the team is finally a team that he could play for,
Yeah.
And do well in as far as I was concerned. But, it's financial, age times money is got to equal the impact. And it really didn't equal that impact. Now, not, to be fair, he was hurt And for him to be able to work his way back the way that he did was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I am, Kinlaw, of course, Adam Peters drafted him, right? Adam Peters knows him for 49ers. Daryl Tapp worked with him when he was out there in the 49ers as well, when Daryl Tapp was the assistant D-line coach out there. So it's always these coaches' ties in front office ties with some of these guys. But, I mean, does it make them better in the middle? I mean, we'll see, but they need ends. They need someone. They still need the ends really set the edge, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it works out from a financial perspective, an age perspective, but I mean, it's unfortunate. It's a tough go, but that's a business.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
CWall, we said we was going to have you for 20 to 25 minutes. And
that's fine. I can stay till like 9:20.
Till like 9:20. Okay, so we're going to get a little foolish later, right? And I told you this. We're going to get a little foolish. We have created. Say it had to restart his computer.
Yeah.
We have created a March Madness bracket style for sports movies.
Okay.
So we're going to do our first round tonight, but I just want to see where you are.
That's what
I asked you for your top 4 sports movies, and we'll tell you what.
Right, Al got his hand up.
I said 5, but you said 4. I want to see 5, but just give it.
I mean, my sports movies, y'all gonna be like, "What?
You'll be surprised.
You might have made me
they had some bad ones too.
I
don't have bad ones.
Me either.
So wait, I can just pick. I can go now.
Any sport.
Yeah.
Any sport.
Okay, so I'm a Rocky person. I like the Rocky series, Rocky, Creed.
Which one's the best one?
Yeah, which one you think is the best one?
I mean, I'm gonna always say, to me, the best one was always when Rocky lost.
He lost in every one. He
Right.
had to have a rematch.
He lost in 1 and 4 and 3.
One.
Right.
He lost in 3. Yeah, he definitely lost in 3. I like Rocky 3.
Me too.
Rocky 3 is my favorite one.
Rocky 3 made the list. Rocky 3 made the list. It's a number 2 seed in the North.
Okay, that's all right.
You all right over there, CWall.
Now, the rest of them, I don't think they're going to be on there. The rest
Which
of them,
Creed was the best one?
Creed? What was the last one that came out? I really enjoyed that one.
3.
Yeah, it's always the 3s.
I did the same thing.
Creed 3 made the list. It's a 6 seed in the West.
Okay, all right. So I'm lit. But wait, that's against my 3 because I had a little bit.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. I'm an Any Given Sunday girl. I love
Any Given Sunday made the list.
Yes, it did.
I'm an Any Given Sunday girl for certain.
Indeed.
I am a Jerry Maguire girl. Jerry Maguire counts.
Yeah, you hitting on some good water over there.
Jerry Maguire made the list. It is a number 2 seed. Any
Jerry
Given
Maguire
Sunday is a 2 seed.
Underrated movie.
Tell them again, CWall.
Well, we got it at number 2, so
Now,
we got it as a number 2.
The other 2, y'all might be shocked that I'm adding these, but I'm gonna add them because that's the type of time I be on. I really always liked Above the Rim. Y'all gotta give me Above the Rim.
I think that was
Above the Rim made the list. Above the Rim is a 5 seed. Above the Rim is a 5 seed.
Right.
What's your last one?
The last one is Love and Basketball. That's gotta count.
Love and Basketball made
that was
the
my
list.
pick.
Love and Basketball is a 3 seed. So, CWall, you did really well. Now, I gotta tell everybody. Okay, we got a couple of movies that didn't make the list, so I'm gonna get it out the way right now. Okay. Talladega Nights, honorable mention.
Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah,
it's really good, right? Little Giants, the Little Giants, honorable mention.
Yeah, it was almost on the list though.
It almost made the list. Little Giants, Caddyshack, honorable mention.
Almost.
Caddyshack.
Oh my God, Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, probably yes. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I got the list pulled up here. Sunset Park, honorable mention. We Are Marshall and King Richard.
King Richard.
So close.
The Serena.
I almost think King Richard should have been there. That could have been an 8 or 7 close somewhere. That was close.
King Richard. Yeah. So I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to see this. So if you're watching on your phones, your iPads, whatever, get ready to blow this up because here's our bracket. here is our bracket, and we will be
take
doing
the
the
logo down.
first round tonight. Oh, okay. I got to take the logo down. Okay,
Mhm.
I got you. So, this is our bracket. We'll do the first round today. We'll tell you guys, and everybody that's in the chat,
Oh, draft
you'll have a chance
day.
to look. Yes, we got
Draft
some
day
good ones in here.
We can't see the number
Of
one
course,
seed
of
on
course,
the top
Friday
left.
night lights, of course.
Yes, you can.
Of course.
I can't see the time. Let me move my time out the way.
Oh yeah, the time part.
Check
Is,
out. Check.
not number one seed
The
of the
number
app.
one is He Got Game is going against
Oh
Happy
yeah, in
Gilmore,
the
the 8th seed.
program. I like the program.
Tin Cup is our
Oh,
4 going against
Karate
Above the
Kid.
Rim as the 5. Bloodsport is a 3 going against Coach Carter, the 6 seed. White Men Can't Jump is a 7 seed going against Rocky 3. That's the North bracket. Our West bracket is Any Given Sunday, the 2 seed versus the Waterboy, the 7 seed. The 3 seed is Love and Basketball versus Creed 3, which is a 6 seed. The program is a 4 seed going against Miracle on Ice, a 5 seed. The Karate Kid, 8 seed going against a number 1 seed in Hoosiers. And as we go to the right side of the bracket, Ali, the number 1 overall seed, is going against Friday Night Lights, an 8 seed. The 4 seed is the Blind Side, going against A League of Their Own, the 5 seed. Remember, the Titans is a 3 seed going against Hardball. That's a tearjerker right there. 7 seed is Draft Day, going against 42, a 2 seed. Jerry Maguire in the East is a 2 seed going against the number 7 seed Cool Running. Sandlot, the 3 seed versus Bagger Vance.
Yeah.
Rudy, a 4 seed versus a 5 seed, the Mighty Ducks. Hoop Dreams, an 8 seed going against the number 1 seed, the Longest Yard. That's our bracket. We're going to get into that after we go around the league.
Hey, Pick, real quick.
Yes, sir.
The 1 seed on the top with Happy Gilmore, that's Jerry Maguire, right?
no, He Got Game.
No,
He got game.
that's He Got Game. That's He
He
Got
got
Game.
game. Okay.
I'll look at your spreadsheet. Now, come on now.
Yeah, you got a spreadsheet. You got a spreadsheet.
You
Yeah,
sent it
check
to
your
me.
email.
I'm sorry, I ain't check my email. I'm sorry.
You got an email. So CWall, you got to check back with us on Saturday. We'll keep you up to date and let you know how your picks are doing there.
Yeah, let me know how my picks are doing. I forgot all about the Karate Kid. I love the Karate Kid. That's why I've been watching Cobra Kai. Y'all watch Cobra Kai?
Oh, Cobra Kai stays in my rotation on
My
Netflix.
son loves that show.
Oh, I love Cobra Kai. It was so nostalgic, but yeah. Karate Kid. I'm glad all my picks made it. That's what's up.
Yes, they did. You had some good
Yes,
ones.
they did. We had fun putting it together. It was a long debate about these number 1 seeds. But yeah, we did 32. We did 32. So
that's impressive that y'all did that.
It's gonna be good. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Candy, and thank you for all the amazing things and mentorship that you've given us. We really do appreciate it. Can't wait to do this again next year. And matter of fact, we're gonna have you back way before that. But celebrate you again is what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever you all need, and I'm available, just let me know.
And please tell DQ when you detail Dan Quinn, man, Al Porch from William Murray, say hello when you see him. That's the only thing good about him. Why I can't wish nothing bad, because DQ got his start right there with me back in 1993 at William Murray.
Oh, You know what? Okay, I am going to say something.
Yes.
To him about that.
93, 94, yeah. He was in 93, 94. I think he left in 95. But
wait, you were coaching there?
No, I was playing there.
He was playing.
What? I will definitely say something to him about you. Don't you want to play for him now?
Coach,
Al's knees is bad as well.
The only thing I can do is play a song for him right now.
So wait, hold on. Now you said you would coach for him with his current team.
I will coach for his current team. I think
root for his current team. Got it. Okay.
Well, this is the thing. Like I tell you, my service is off for pay, off for rent. So
is your loyalty for that? Don't be an inside man.
If I'm coaching the team, I'm more vested than that. I mean, that's something different. Like I always told you, if Julius Chestnut, one of the most difficult situations I would have if Julius Chestnut ever got signed by the Commanders, that would be a hard thing for me to do. because I say that all the time. We was talking about that in the offseason because he had a lot of teams calling him trying to figure out where he's going to sign at if he's going to stay at Tennessee. And I said, dang, I would have to wear a black jersey with just his number. I don't know if I could put the burgundy, the maroon and gold on, or maroon and yellow, as I call them, on. But like I said,
Well,
if I was
coaches
coaching,
wear the team colors. So
if I was coaching, I'd be all in. It wouldn't be no. It wouldn't be no. Yeah, I wouldn't. I couldn't. I mean, that'd be defeating myself. That's like, man.
yes.
That's,
Okay, so Candy, please let Adam know so that we can get Al and Burgundy and go.
listen. The team will be better for it, but they have a pretty good running back coach in it now. What's his name? Because Randy Jordan left and came. Went to
Andy
Tennessee.
Lynn.
He was there. Andy Lynn, yeah, Lynn, because he was a Cowboys. Randy Jordan left there and went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
So,
I will
thank you,
definitely
Candy.
tell DQ that I know
Please
you.
tell DQ, man. He been wearing that hat backwards since then. Trust me. Yeah, because like I said, that was my freshman year. He was a defensive line coach back then at William Mary. So that was my freshman year. So I was on scout team. So I worked a lot with him on with scout team, working with the defense a lot of times more than when you're a freshman. So it was a good time. He was a very good coach, man. All the players loved him. So I knew he was the same guy then that he is now, from my understanding.
Everybody loves him. He's really good people. When I told him I went to Hampton, and I graduated from Hampton, he talked to me a while about the 7.5. He talked to me a while about it.
What years were you at Hampton again?
I was, I can't be telling everybody out loud like this.
Exactly.
Listen, you send me on a text or something because I got to.
I'll send you a message.
Yes, please. DM me on Facebook. DM me on Facebook and let me know. I got the question for you.
You have no idea how old she is. Good.
You're right.
Look, Candy, you should have seen my face. I was like, what?
I got these two young women here. Y'all should tell the world how y'all age. They look so lovely and young, man.
Yes, I'm 35.
Oh, there she go. See, that's a 35. See, I'm
6'2". My height finally came in.
I'm trying. Pick now. We both know.
I'm 6'2". My height came in.
That's right there, 4.340, right?
I went 4.4. I never said 4.3. I went 4.4.
You said height came in.
I went 4.4. I went 4.4, but my height just came in because Lady A is 35.
I mean,
thank you, Candy. We appreciate
who would know any different?
Exactly.
Nope. Have a great
day. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
All right, see y'all.
All right.
Have a good one. Congratulations
CWall
again.
did some overtime for us, and she gave us her top 4 movies, which all made our list. So before we get to our list, before we get to our March Madness sports movie bracket, let's go around the league and see. Racer X will be 50 in July. Let's go around the league and check on some of these other teams that have signed some players. And I'm going to ask you guys.
What day is that, Racer X? I'm 50 in July too, buddy.
I'm going to ask you guys, what signing caught your attention when you heard it? I know what mine is.
Oh boy.
Say it again.
Which
signing around the league caught your attention?
Oh, that's easy.
Wow. That's a couple of those, man.
For me, it was Sam Darnold.
For me, it was Justin Fields in New York. That came late, and the fact they're going that way in that division, man, and he's putting his hats on that kid. Said boy Justin Fields gets his second chance to lead the team, and we're gonna see how this goes.
That's a bad team though. Both the wide, one wide here.
Gary Wilson, all right now. Gary Wilson.
Yeah. No, I said one. I said, look, one of them said that.
Okay.
Sam in Seattle.
I'm surprised Seattle gave him on Gino.
Mine was
I am.
the extension they gave Allen. I thought that they may have.
I thought Al would be happy. I was like, Al is really happy right now.
I don't think this is the right time for him.
I thought it was a little early, but I understand what I did. It does give them more flexibility in the future and right now because they're coming off all that dead money they just had to deal with last season. So that's the reason I was surprised they signed it this soon because they just got over a dead money situation. They just gave 30-something million in their cap from last year. Overcame, had a good year, almost got there, and you kind of put yourself in that position 4 years from now because
Yeah.
it's the same thing you'll be doing.
Well, of course, he's never going to see the end of that contract. That thing's probably going to be restructured next year to make some cap space for
Just
other
like that. I
players
told
and
you
things
about
like
that.
that. Devontae to the Rams is one here. He said that he wanted to go west because he wanted to get back to the West Coast. It was cold in New York. We got Fields to the Jets here by Cuzzo. Cuzzo's giving us all of them, right? Sam in Seattle. Racer X says DK to Pittsburgh. How do you feel about that one right there, Sid? Because we got your boy George Pickens over there, and we know George Pickens gonna fight you to the moon and back. Now you got DK who ain't gonna wear no
quarterback
shirt.
situation.
Yeah, they do.
They haven't signed Russell Wilson.
Well, they said Russell going to New York. They said Russell.
But my point is, they don't have a quarterback.
Right.
Well, Pittsburgh, they're in negotiations right now with Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers
and Russell Wilson.
That's a waste of money.
Right, it is.
Because
they're saying I just saw that on the show.
It's a waste of money because the offensive line is still struggling.
But let me say,
Aaron Rodgers is not going to move away from anyone.
I know, Sid, but I got a feeling they're going to address some of that better. But I think Aaron Rodgers, he was throwing that ball around a lot better the last 5 or 6 weeks of that season. And for whatever reason, I think he's a better fit with those two wide receivers.
He doesn't fit the scheme.
Not if Arthur Smith stays with the same scheme that he used with
Russell. And he is, trust me, because he ran it with Matt Ryan.
So
but
wait,
you got to give an old quarterback a running game, Sid.
But you got to give him a running game. In this draft, but this draft is full of running backs. This is a running back draft.
You can't look at the last 5 games and say he's been throwing better because better according to what? Better doesn't mean that you earn a spot.
He's throwing what I was meaning is he was the further he got away from that Achilles surgery, that Achilles injury. He looked better late, but at the time when he was looking better, the Jets were a fire sale. You know what I'm saying? It was a dumpster fire all the way around. So I don't care if you had Patrick Mahomes there; they weren't going to do any better because at that point they were like 4-7, 4-8, whatever it may be. His numbers were comparable, were not bad. His problem was he didn't come through the end of the games like the Aaron Rodgers that you had known and seen in his previous years.
But can we still expect him to do that at this age, at this point of his career?
Like I said, I think in a better environment, in a better situation, potentially. But like you said, I just think that for whatever reason, like I told y'all before, I think we was on a show before, Mike Tomlin, and everybody said this, Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers had this love affair with each other. They had for years. When he was at Green Bay, even when he was talking about leaving Green Bay, it was rumors that he may go to Pittsburgh after Ben was leaving for whatever reason, and the fact they spoke so glowingly in the media about each other. Okay. So that's something that people have been talking about for years. And now that the opportunity has presented itself, I think that one thing you know about Pittsburgh, they're going to at least be 8-9 or 9-8 to begin with. I don't care who the quarterback is. They did that with Pickett. They did it with Duck. They did it with Trubisky. They're going to at least be 8-9 or 9-8. They're going to at least be, at least 9-8. No worse.
Did you call that man Duck? You call
Duck.
Who the ball?
Well, they may sign Warren back. There's a thick running back, good draft for running backs here.
It is.
I'm just saying. I think that the further Aaron Rodgers and the thing is, I hope you got to motivate Aaron because I gotta believe that Aaron Rodgers has we know he has an ego. And there's no way he wants to go out being a bust on his last 2 teams. That's one thing that I just can't believe. He has more respect and more pride in himself and his play that he's going to go from being thrown out of Green Bay in a sense, tossed out of there. The debacle in New York that was supposed to be everything that turned into nothing. And then you go to an organization with the most Super Bowl wins or tied for the most Super Bowl wins and a culture for winning. And all you got to do is be a good quarterback. He ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to do nothing else. He can go on many retreats as he wants. He just got to go be a good quarterback.
You can't be a good quarterback. You don't hit the mini camps. You can't be a good quarterback. You don't hit the mini camps. You're not building team chemistry. You're not doing none of that.
He'll be a good soldier. He'll be a good soldier. I'm just saying.
Well, with Mike Tomlin, you better be a good soldier.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a problem.
He ain't gonna be able to bring his own staff in there, offensive coordinator. He's gonna go into an environment where all he has to do is play quarterback and be great, and try to do that again. And he's 2 years removed now from an Achilles injuries. Everybody knows that year after, it's always like trying to find your footing again. I'm not saying he's a running quarterback, said you're right there. He got to be able to move within that pocket, and they got to have a line that gives him protection. He's an older quarterback. He can't take a lot of hits, but I think you're going to have a motivated Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers probably still feels he's one of the best quarterbacks in this league, and right now he's almost the last of the last of the feet. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of leftovers, and there's nowhere in the world I think a quarterback, a Hall of Fame first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback like Aaron Rodgers is going to be is not reading what's being said about him and saying that he's what's left over and seeing other teams go get Geno Smith, Justin Fields, even though he went to the team he came from. Who else? Sam Darnold. All these other quarterbacks getting picked up before him. Even it was the boy in L.A. Matthew Stafford. Aaron Rodgers, he's a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford.
No, he's not. But Lady A,
Aaron Rodgers, he said Aaron Rodgers feels that he is.
Aaron Rodgers feels he's that. His career says he's that, but he feels he's that even if outside the numbers of how they're playing. Not saying how they're playing. Matt Stafford's playing the one thing that I can't stand is if he's that great of a quarterback, why does he only have one Super Bowl win? Why does he only have one Super Bowl win? That's been a knock on him for life. He's an achiever in that regard.
There's a lot of great players that don't have rings, though. We have to be fair.
But great quarterbacks, they have more than one.
Dan Marino has none.
The exception to the rule.
It's possible. Aaron could be an exception to the rule that he, doesn't have a whole bunch of. He doesn't have a handful of rings. That doesn't mean that he's not a good quarterback. That's kind of what we're saying. Yeah. You have to remember it takes the entire team to win the Super Bowl. So, because he doesn't play on defense, he can't throw to himself. There are a lot of factors at play. So we can't say that it's about the ring.
But you can't also say that the quarterback is the great eraser, right? The quarterback is if you have a quarterback, you have a person that's going to cover up for mistakes, right? That's what they say. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. The quarterback is the great eraser, and you're great when you're a front runner. But when times get hard, are you battling? Are you in there with your team? That's my question.
Is his problem the same thing that we had to deal with being the Cowboys? The coach. He, like I said, the man had I think 3 or 4 MVPs. He has the second most MVP behind Peyton. 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl.
I think the chat is ready. I think the chat's ready.
You got to remember the Titans, man. It's a 2 seed, Daryl.
He said you got to remember the Titans. We ain't forget remember the Titans. Remember the Titans is in there, bro. We got it. Lady A, are you ready? Are you ready to get this first round underway?
Okay. We are.
The chat is voting, right?
The chat is voting.
Wait. Bolster just signed 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, I like that. I like that replacement for Von Miller. Can they get it out of him though? Because
it's cold up there. It's cold. It's cold in Buffalo now. He's gonna pull a couple.
He's an Ohio boy, man. He's fine. He's fine with the cold.
Nah, he's gonna pull a couple of muscles.
That's a different type of cold, though.
You're right, man. Buffalo is a different type of cold.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
But you did.
All right, so all right, we got 141 people in the chat right now. We got 141 people in the chat. Listen, we're about to kick off our March Madness sports movie bracket. Okay, that's what we're about to do. Now, every vote counts.
Yes,
this is a true democratic process here. Are we going to start in the north? We're going to start in the north.
Where we like.
Might as well.
That's fine.
All right, let's start with our north bracket. I'm gonna put it up, and
you can't see it up.
Yeah, you might want to use the other one.
The spreadsheet.
Yeah, because this is pretty, but we being functional right now.
Lady A, you pull it up and share your screen, please. All right, so
everything ain't on here.
Make sure.
I'll make sure.
All I'm just saying,
Yeah,
man.
you don't
People
know
be
class
producing
notes.
backstage,
No
and boy, they gotta
class
clear their
notes,
screens.
I can't get let y'all have, all my secrets,
I guess you can.
He might
Well,
got
we
some
never.
sources on there. He might got some
Now we
sources.
know which one of us.
Which one of us what?
I'm just saying, HR
'Cause
always know how to break the
I have
rules.
schoolwork and things like that.
Yeah, That's what they call it now. That's what they call it now. Schoolwork. What you doing back there? Schoolwork.
That is what they call it.
Mm-hmm. Al.
Yes, sir.
Al, if I'd have done schoolwork, I wouldn't have had all them kids.
2 days ago,
Or maybe it's because I was doing schoolwork that I got them
What in the
kids.
world you talking about?
No, the
I
fantasy
literally have schoolwork.
show.
I
Let
don't
me answer
need
that
for
question.
yourself.
Down the middle landing spots.
Yes,
That's
fantasy show. They did
Super
release
Bowl
Von Miller.
champion has released from Bills. That was 2 days ago. The fantasy show.
2 days ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did release it. All right.
Joey got a lot to prove. What kind of money did he get, said?
They saying something about. He said he got released.
I'm talking. No, not Von Miller. Joey Bosa. What kind of money?
12 million.
12 million. Okay, that's way down from that 28-30 he was getting.
That's some big money.
It won't let me share the spreadsheet. What is wrong
You
with
got to
this
share the
thing?
screen. Share your
I
screen.
am.
Oh, let me see if mine is unlocked. It's not.
What's the spreadsheet?
The spreadsheet. She locked it.
No, I didn't. When you first did it, it won't enable. You have to enable it.
No, my email's unlocked.
Oh,
okay. Somebody's about to share the screen.
Give me just a second.
All right.
I share mine.
We're going to start in the north. All right. In this bracket, in the north bracket, we have He Got Game, Happy Gilmore, Tin Cup, Above the Rim, Bloodsport, Coach Carter, White Men Can't Jump. Go ahead, throw it up.
Okay, because they finally let me.
All right.
Oh, you got yours?
Go ahead, share your screen. We're going to start with the 2. We're gonna start with the 2 versus the 7. That's the early game. The 2 versus the 7 seed. As you're going to see right here in the north, we're here. The 2 seed, White Men Can't Jump. We're talking about the original here. White Men Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson and oh my God,
Wesley
Snipes, Rosie Perez, a classic movie. This joke is like 30-something years old. Just had an anniversary last year. And of course, y'all know we already talked about Rocky 3. Lady A, who was the opponent in Rocky 3? Who was he fighting?
Oh, you talking about Mr. T?
Yeah. He was fighting Mr. T. Mr. T pushed Adrian down.
Glover Lang.
Glover Lang. Yeah, old Glover Lang. So,
well, you know
we
what?
need y'all votes. Put y'all votes in the chat. Let us know which one of these movies is going to advance. All right. Which movie's going to advance? Is it White Men Can't Jump? Or is it Rocky 3? Put your votes in the chat right now. Please and thank you. So we're right here in the north. All right, tell me something. Tell me something that you like. Say it. It took you forever to see White Men Can't Jump.
I voted for Rocky 3. I like Clubber Lang.
You like?
I like Clubber. Clubber was giving him the business. Give me Clubber Lang.
Hey, hold on. Hey, and he's in the chat too. He's in the chat too. He said, "I did."
Hey, make sure my vote
counts. I will count my vote.
Rocky 3. Racer X says Rocky 3 knocks out White Men Can't Jump. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen. Now they played basketball outside, and one of my favorite lines was, "Hey, we outside. You got to watch the way the wind blows because it sways it from side to side." Or you said we going to Sizzler. Come on, man. We the home team here. We go and Sizzler. We go and Sizzler. That's our Hardison from White Men Can't Jump. Come on, Al. You voted Rocky 3 too?
It's not even a question. It's not even close.
Lady A's vote Rocky. Come on, chat. Are y'all really going to let Rocky 3
blowout,
get through White Men Can't Jump? Come on, chat. Let me hold on. Wait. I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people on X. So wait, let's check this X crowd out real fast.
But hold on, that fantasy show. He said he gonna go White Men Can't Jump.
See,
and that's only because he tried to move. He's only trying to do it, and I will definitely vouch for him trying to do the move. Okay.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Right now, you got 2, 4, 5 votes for Rocky 3.
I'm just saying.
But everybody had to like, man.
And
Man,
one
Yeah,
white man
Twitter.
can't
everybody had to like, man, Rocky and Carl Weathers and them little shorts, man. When they went on the beach, man. Everybody had to be them ref shorts, man.
That's definitely going to get Rocky 3 banned. Thinking about those little teeny shorts. No, we don't do that. Where we at? Come on, X. Come on, X. Show us some love, X. Let's get White Man Can't Jump going.
Clubber Lane.
Oh, Lady A, I think the vote is in. I think it is Rocky 3 moving on. I'm going to tell y'all, it's not right that the panel's over here voting like this. It's not cool. It's really not cool. It's really not cool.
Problem.
Our next matchup in the midday game, says zoom in right here on the 3 versus the 6. The 3 versus the 6. Can you zoom in on that a little bit?
That's Lady A screen, bro.
Oh, that's Lady A. Okay, Lady A.
Where am I zooming in at?
The 3 versus the 6.
Coach Carter versus Bloodsport.
Oh, yeah. Well, why we got zoom in?
I'm just saying, I just want to make sure everybody can see what we're talking about here.
Yeah, we right here.
Ron O'Neal to my unbelievable.
It is unbelievable, Ron O'Neal. Ron, you ain't even get your vote in. You didn't get your vote in. You got to vote. You got to get your vote in.
Come on, unbelievable. You got to vote.
You got to vote. Listen, all votes will be counted, right? So listen, we got Bloodsport. We got Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
Ooh.
Chong Lee. You better remember that.
Hey. He does this.
Forget my man Cross-Eyed Shorty was in that movie too.
What's his name? Wow.
You know, man, Two-Way. Where's my man? Man, Two-Way, man. Dang, man. He's the Godfather of Harlem, man. Where's my man? I can't think of his name right now, man. My man Cross-Eyed Two-Way, man.
Okay, out.
You know who he is.
You know what?
Oh man. Well, they're in Bloodsport. He's out there fighting in the coup d'etat. What was it called? I can't remember the name of it, but y'all know what it was. He's fighting in it, and he comes back and he justifies everything like that. And then Coach Carter, excuse me, sir, he goes back to his high school where he held records of his
more
son.
Movies than any other actor in Hollywood.
All kinds of records. And Coach Carter pulls a Richmond team back together, but he insists that they wear ties to games, get their homework done. He teaches young men how to become men, right? Such a great movie here. His son comes back and like I said, his son breaks his high school records, signs the contract and all that, does great things. Bloodsport or Coach Carter, and man, they voting already.
Where you at, Ron?
Cedric Carter. Coach Carter was one of mine. So
right, Ron, where you at? Because we don't want you to be mad.
We got Lady A yelling Bloodsport. We got Sid yelling Bloodsport.
That's 5 for Bloodsport.
Al saying Bloodsport. Hey, it's a tie. We can't do no ties.
What? I didn't see nothing.
Also, how old you are determines how much you know about this movie too.
Don't do that.
No,
come on, Chad.
The movie still exists, so you can go watch the movie.
No, what I'm saying, some people, them young people they might have seen Coach Carter. That's been in the last 15, 20 years. Bloodsport like 25.
You can still go back and watch it. My kids watch old movies all the time.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Ron.
Coach Carter.
Like going against the grain.
He said Coach Carter.
We got a tie, couple Bloodsports.
Hold on.
He's the only person that said Coach Carter.
Yep. 5-1.
And Razor X said, 5-1-1.
Hold on.
Razor X says,
5-2. Oh, come on. You trying to vote twice, Pick?
Pick
That's me right there.
Okay. 5-2.
Oh, you're cheating. Y'all are cheating now. Coach Carter's moving on.
How are we cheating?
Ashanti and Coach Carter.
Ashanti is and Coach Carter.
5-3. Coach Carter trying to make a run. 5-3.
Coach Carter.
Good.
Ashanti's and Coach
They
Carter.
trying to come back late, baby.
Hey,
5-3.
They trying to get in there. Where you at?
It's
Chat?
still
Let's go.
Bloodsport. It's still Bloodsport.
Facebook, where you at? Basketball gets no love. Ross said, "Come on, basketball gets no love."
Don't worry, we got other basketball games.
And it was called a Kumite too. Pick.
A Kumite. Yeah, that's what it was. You're right. But chat, what you doing, chat? Let's go, chat.
It's over with.
All right. It looks like Bloodsport will be moving on.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Go to the number 1 seed.
no, are we going to number 1 seed?
Yeah, go up top for this. You gonna do this? You gonna do this whole bracket out, or you?
Yeah, we're doing this whole. Yeah, we're doing this whole
go
bracket
to
right here.
1, 8, and 4, 5.
Okay, 1, 8, 4, 5. Okay. In the 1 seed, we got He Got Game versus Happy Gilmore.
Oh.
Happy Gilmore. Let's say this right now. Happy was doing it for the money, right? He was doing it for the money to try to save his grandma's house. So it just happens that he was a hockey player that was really good at ghosts.
And Bob Barker was in that movie. You got some unsung
Hey.
heroes, baby. You got
Hey.
Bob Barker, baby.
The price is wrong. The price is
We can't say that.
Right.
So we won't say that on the chat.
and then Bob Barker put them hands on him.
Man, Race X might be right. We did forget about that one. We forgot about Bruce Leroy and Vanity, man. Man, that's one of my favorite movies.
That's one of my favorites too.
I promise.
It's the Last Dragon, not Enter the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said
Last
that. Oh, he said Enter the Dragon. I'm thinking.
Okay, so-
Enter the Dragon was Bruce Lee.
Yeah. So what we talking about now? He Got Game.
He got
He Got
game,
Game.
man.
Can you
And
tell us
Happy
about
Gilmore.
the facts that you know about He Got Game?
And I like He Got Game too, but I've watched Happy Gilmore 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Lady A, tell us about He Got Game.
I'm with Al. When I see this, all I can think of Happy Gilmore.
And Carl
But,
Weathers was in
and
that
here's the
movie,
thing: He Got Game was on my list, and Happy Gilmore was not.
Hey, wait a
What?
minute.
What was wrong?
Ron is going bananas. His basketball is getting no love.
Well, I told him
Happy
basketball
Gilmore
was
for the
coming
upset.
up. I
No.
told him that.
Al said Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore for the upset.
Bruce said He Got Game. So that's
Okay.
1-1, right?
1-1.
Okay, so this
Let's
is the
put it
one. So He Got Game is the one with
2-1.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
and
Denzel
and
Washington.
Denzel Washington.
So
Right.
I will tell y'all,
Me too.
it was a father-son, Jake Shuttleworth, and
3-2. Happy Gilmore.
Never said, no,
Shuttleworth.
he said never seen Happy Gilmore. He said never seen Happy Gilmore.
Hey,
Understood. But that was the
So two-
He Got
2-2.
Game was definitely because we ain't go through the game. I mean the
Cheap Black though.
come on, Jay Black. Put a vote in there, Jay Black. Who you want?
Come on, Jay Black. Who you voting for?
It's tied up at 2-2.
Which movie?
He said,
I
wait.
ain't vote yet.
He got game.
Going with
He
Jesus
got
Shuttleworth.
game.
So He
Hold
Got
on,
games
I
up 3-2. 3-2.
Racer X.
I
said he
didn't
got-
vote yet. I put my vote in.
So 4-2. He Got game. Jay Black 5-2. He Got game.
We
So
almost had
He Got game
I almost had
comes
an upset, but that's a good.
an upset
He told you Happy Gilmore was gonna cause some problems.
and
But
hold
so hold
his
on.
spot.
Here's the thing. Al said Happy Gilmore had Bob Barker in it. Just a fun fact, and I shared this before. He Got Game features a real bucket from Denzel Washington. He was not supposed to
True.
score in the script. They were out there, they were, shooting the scene, and Denzel really scored a bucket on Ray Allen. Ray Allen looking over like, hey, he wasn't supposed to score. Let him cook.
Hey, he woke up in the morning, put an apron on. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
All right.
Let him
So
cook.
that
He got
features
game
a
with the
real
win.
bucket.
That's 5-2.
He Got Games moving on.
All right.
Hey,
See?
the number one seed got shook right
Yeah,
there.
push
But,
it over.
Vibes.
Okay.
hey, they made a comeback. Number one seed. Hey, you thought it was gonna be easy? It's not
Yeah.
easy around here.
Ron should be happy.
Hey, we're gonna see how happy Ron is in a second.
Hey, Racer X, tell him I said Caddyshack. We said Caddyshack was a day. We went Happy Gilmore over Caddyshack, and you're absolutely right. Caddyshack is truly a classic.
Oh, Bruce is voting
Bruce,
already.
like,
Bruce
forget
is,
what y'all talking.
Bruce is early. Our next matchup is Kevin Costner's Tin Cup versus Tupac and Above the Rim.
Mhm.
Man.
First
Bernie
of all,
Mac.
let me put this
Tupac.
out here. I have not seen Tin Cup.
Oh, Sid, we got to get you movies.
So that means
So we know what you're voting.
Come on, tell us about Tin
Kevin
Cup.
Costner, man, all-time classic, man. Oh, it's an all-time classic. What's the
How-
what's the
How
girl
votes
name?
Dang,
It's
Al, you by yourself.
3-1 above the rim. 3-1 above the rim.
This is racist.
Okay,
This is
Ron.
3-1
Where
above the
you at?
rim.
Where you
Above
at,
the
Ron?
rim or 10 cup.
Basketball against golf, man. Y'all need to get some coaching in your life.
4-1 above the rim. 4-1 above the rim.
Hey, I feel like I don't even have to vote on this one right here. Listen, hey, Dwayne,
Al, you by
what was his
yourself.
name?
That's
Keisha
okay.
Campbell's husband.
Roy
He's in this
McAvoy, baby. Roy McAvoy. I'm with Roy
Yeah.
McAvoy.
I
baby.
want above the rim.
Above the rim. I think
you by
that one's
yourself.
done. I think above the rim.
It was
think
going to be a
above the
4-5 matchup, so it could go
Martin.
either way.
There we go. Dwayne Martin. Thank you, Racer X. Thank
Yeah.
you, Racer X. We're gonna go down below the north. What is that? The west? That's the west down there.
Mhm.
We're gonna start off with the 2-7. We're gonna start off with the 2-7 matchup.
Quick question.
That is, yeah. Go ahead.
If they on your if they're on your X, they can they vote on your X or will
They
it
can
show up on
comment.
here?
Yeah, they can comment on my X, but I'm
Will it
not.
show up on the YouTube? Because this is coming from YouTube, I think.
No, well, YouTube, Facebook,
This is coming
and
through YouTube.
LinkedIn are on that we
on
can
here.
see right now. X, we can't see their comments. We have to go to it
Gotcha.
individually, so we can't see it on our
There might be some hidden votes. We might have to go to the mail-in ballots.
platform.
He
we
said some
count?
mail-in ballots. Really?
You say might have to go to the melon ballot. Okay, listen. So we got what do we have here?
Let me go to X.
We got any given Sunday. We got any given Sunday versus the Water Boy. Now, hey, now this is the 7 seed. The Water Boy can cause some
Bobby
problems.
Boucher, baby. Bobby Boucher.
That
Yeah.
Bobby Boucher boy.
I mean, I like the Water Boy, but
Whatever.
But it ain't that close.
It's really not that close.
Whatever.
It's
Even Willie Beeman.
it's
hey,
not
hey,
right.
sing the song.
Don't
Sing
drop
it.
me. I'm worth $1 million.
Fun fact about any given Sunday, LL and Jamie fought
Got to a real fight.
They got
Lawrence
to a real
Taylor.
fight.
Oh, on the set for real?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a real clock.
Mhm.
I turned on this
Some
invisible
problems
juice.
on that
And
set.
you got Al Pacino, man. You got a lot of people in that movie. man.
Right. That's
Where's
And
your,
you got one
where's
of the
your
best
invisible
coaches.
juice now, Willie?
You got one of the best, and you got my man LT, baby, going out on that. He going out with his gold teeth shining, baby. He got his mink.
Don't drop
Hey,
me.
don't
With
get
$1 million.
don't get no blood on my sheets. From the Water
one
Boy,
of the best features ever, too.
one of my favorite parts in the Water Boy is, did he tell you he's still pee in the bed? You see this?
I mean, Water Boy was cute. It was a cute movie.
Water Boy was cute, but it looks like any given
fight for
Sunday.
that inch. Are you gonna fight for that inch? Is the question, baby.
Hold on, look at what Jay Black said. Look at what Jay Black said.
Yep.
My mama said any given Sunday. my mama said any given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
This next one a hard one. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking on
Jim
X. I
Brown
don't
was coach.
see.
Okay.
I think that's my two that we weren't supposed to put them together.
You had both of them.
I had both of them on my list.
Which one, lady?
Three,
But
and six.
Al had this on his list too.
You had Creed 3?
No, I didn't have either one of these on my list.
No, you had Love and Basketball.
No, I didn't.
That was me.
That was okay. Maybe Sid got that one.
That was me. I had Love and Basketball.
Okay,
That might have been
okay.
Sid then. Okay.
All right, so we got
That-
Love and
this hurt my
Basketball.
heart.
that was his baby.
This hurt my heart right here.
We got Love and Basketball versus Creed. Lady A, could you tell us about Creed 3, please?
Creed 3? Yeah.
So
This is
Adonis Creed is obviously this is a spinoff from Rocky. Adonis Creed is yes, he's that Creed. He's his son, Apollo Creed's son. And in Creed 3, he had a childhood friend that just released from jail that felt like he wanted to take his empire. That gentleman, so Creed is Michael B. Jordan. The friend was Jonathan Majors. Really intense movie. Good movie, great movie. But it was some real fighting in the movie.
Wait a minute.
He was almost completely healed.
So you got what we had now? We had you got Creed 3,
and then Love and Basketball.
2 for Love and Basketball, 3 for Love and Basketball.
And we gotta explain Love and Basketball.
Oh, it looks like Love and Basketball don't need no explanation. Hey,
yeah, that's true.
He said he dunked on her and tore his ACL. right here, Mrs. Porch, loving basketball. My wife likes movie and probably only sports movie she knows. Okay, that's explains it. Monica wins this, and she plays for the LA Sparks. Okay.
So
Loving
now later
basketball.
on, let's
Hey,
love
Ron did
basketball.
not vote properly.
Ron
Love
Nils.
basketball.
He voted for he voted for Shania Lathan.
Right.
And
I'm with you, Ron, on there.
I don't know who this is, this Lady Antoinette, but she voted for Loving Basketball as well.
Of course.
So it looks to me like Loving Basketball
Loving
is
Basketball.
moving on.
Yeah. All right.
Was that an upset?
No.
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 That's a 4-5.
Okay.
It's not really
Loving
upset.
basketball is
No,
3.
it's 3. It's
3
3.
to 6.
That's a 3-6. That's a 3-6.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, hey, we're going down to the bottom of this bracket, right? And they're playing out in California here. We're going to the 1-8 seed. We're going to Hoosiers versus the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Man.
Hoosiers versus the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Man,
Now, Jimmy.
And rest RIP, my man, what's the word?
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi, Pat.
No, the guy who just passed away. They just found him and his wife in New Mexico.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
you talking about Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman.
That movie's in every sports arena throughout the nation for some type of halftime pep talk.
3-1 Karate Kid.
Hey, we running around the old picket fence. Oh, is this really going to be an upset?
This might be upset.
Yeah.
Boards don't hit back.
Boards don't hit back. Hey, is this really about to be an upset?
Wax off.
4-1. Danielson 5-1.
Danielson wins. Are you kidding me?
5-1 Karate Kid.
Jeez.
5-2 Karate Kid. 6-2 Karate
Yeah,
Kid.
the funny show got me Gene Hackman. That's what Lex Luthor. Yeah, they the real. He was
6-2 Karate Kid in upset.
Are we serious? Karate Kid, an 8 seed, took out the number 1 seed.
Some people call this blasphemy.
Nah, it's Karate Kid. That ain't blasphemy.
That's 7-2. The fans
Karate Kid has moved.
Oh no, I gave him credit for it. Never mind.
Yeah. You gave him credit for the other one. He went for the Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid has moved on. All right, now listen, I'm real serious about this next one. I'm real serious about this next one. Now, in this 4-5, it's anybody's game here.
Man,
it's anybody's game here. This 4-5 in the West is anybody's game. Both of these movies, they come in strong, surging. They're real hot. The program, where we saw your boy Epps come in as a freshman, a hot shot freshman with old Halle Berry, right? And he wanted to fall in love with her in the program, but she was already dating the starting running back.
Man.
Oh, we got drama, right? And she told him he had to learn how to use words correctly because he was just pulling words out of the dictionary. I'll be number 20, but indubitably, I'll be number 1 in your heart. It doesn't make sense.
What was that movie? We forgot a movie too. What was the one with Omar Epps, man, and Tyra Banks? What was that movie?
The one I Love You, Deja. They was in track.
Yeah, she got shot.
God.
With the racist.
Man.
You got 1-0 for the
I can't remember.
Al, tell us about Miracle on Ice.
Man, a movie about one of the greatest sports accomplishments ever in the history of American Olympic sports, man. The United States were heavily dominated, the biggest underdogs in U.S. hockey history to the Russians. And
higher learning.
Thank you, Ron O'Neill.
Yeah,
it's not a sports movie. It's not a sports movie though.
They ran track, so
just because they ran track don't make it a sports movie.
You're right, man.
Yeah, it wasn't heavy on that.
My bad, man. My man Fudge, though. Fudge was in the movie, man. Hey, Ice Cube, man. But man,
it's a true story about the U.S. Olympic team that went and won the gold medal with all the odds stacked against
Program,
them.
1 per program, 2 per
If
program.
we put this to the public, it'll probably be Miracle on Ice
Program,
It will be.
because
Miracle on
this
Ice,
is
3-1
our public.
program,
It's
4
going to be the program.
5-1 program.
Yeah.
5-1 the program.
I'm
We
gonna
had
be honest with you,
147
that's tough.
people. Hey, listen.
This is another blasphemous moment right
Thank
there.
you all for
It's
watching.
bracket,
Right?
that bracket.
It's a 4 or 5. Come on now.
No, I'm just saying publicly they would consider this blasphemous.
Publicly.
Well, I
Listen,
mean, they might not have seen the program.
That's
if
what
if
I'm
they
trying to
really
say.
get public, our chat
Our
is the
public.
public. Our
Yes.
chat is the public. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to go to the South. Nope. That's the number 1 seed. We're going to go to the East. We're going to go to the East, and we're going to start at the top of the East. All right, we're going to start with the 2-7, where we have Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Cuba Gooding Jr. What's my girl's name?
The man won an Oscar for the movie. You know it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Hey, what's his wife's name? Baby.
Uh,
I don't remember her name.
She say, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Mwah, mwah. Regina King.
Yeah.
Regina King.
yeah, I should
No,
remember that.
no, baby. I'm having the baby. They eating seafood and she had the baby.
Yep.
My man
There are a
said,
lot of heavy hitters in that movie.
Jerry, you want me to dance? I'm not gonna dance, Jerry. You want me to dance? He caught that. I'm little. I go across the middle. Got knocked out.
Renee Zellweger was in that movie.
Cool Runnings. Let's talk about Cool Runnings. We talking Jamaican bobsled here.
Jamaican bobsled.
Ain't this a true story?
True
Yes.
story.
Mm-hmm.
True story. They did turn into a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't know where you were when the Jamaicans really hit the bobsled, oh, you caught it on SportsCenter that night. Oh, you caught it on your local news because I remember.
My man, Herschel Walker tried to be a bobsledder.
Yeah, he did.
Renee Zellweger. What?
Zellweger.
Zellweger. Oh
Who's in
yeah, she
Zellweger?
was in there too. Tom
Yes.
Cruise. Oh man, you had me at hello.
Yes, come on, man. That's one of the most iconic lines of any sports movie.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
really not even sports.
One for
You had me
Jerry.
at John. Hey, Cool
Three
Running
for
had
Jerry,
John
3 for
Candy.
Jerry.
You're right.
1 for Cool Runnings, 4 for Jared.
Ron, who you
4-1
voting
Jerry.
for? You just telling us what? I mean, who you voting for? You just said.
I already voted.
Oh, we know you voted. Said you always voting.
I'm with Ron.
Cool Running.
Jerry.
I said what I said. Now that's a bully. Now that's what bully said right there.
That means you stand on business. That doesn't mean you're a bully.
You standing on business means you're a bully. You're absolutely right.
That's not.
You keep coming up with all these bully phrases.
Vote to Jerry. Anybody else going to vote? Vote to Jerry. Get it in.
Cool Runnings. Are you guys going to make this an upset?
Vote to Jerry Maguire.
Need
So
to
you got
watch
the
Cool
win.
Runnings 10 Cup Miracle on Ice.
Jay Black. You know what to tell about that.
Jay Black, you are absolutely correct.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There
Come
goes
on,
Sam.
man.
There
You
goes
look like
Sam.
you're supposed to be on the team. And that had Malik Yoba.
Malik Yoba was on the team.
John Candy. Leon was in there. It was.
Hey, we got a Cool Runnings vote here. We got a Cool
full three Cool Run. 4-3 Jerry. 4-3 Jerry. It's tightening up. 4-3 Jerry.
It's a tight 2-7 matchup.
Can we get another vote around here on our YouTube channel? If you're in the chat,
4-3
if
Jerry.
you're watching on X, just go to First String Podcast on YouTube. Get in here and make your votes count. Come on. I mean, I know you guys are watching. I see it. We can see it. Just get over here on our YouTube channel, make your votes count. And that's where you can catch us. My man already moved on to the next. He moved on to the next matchup already. Are you serious? All right, Cool Running.
Because you used to watch that all the time, right? Cool Runnings. That
wasn't Leon. That was his daughter, who's his twin. All right. What's the count said?
4-3, I think.
4-3 Jerry.
Jerry Maguire's moving on. Jerry Maguire is moving on. Okay, now listen.
Closer than expected.
If you guys don't understand what's about to happen next, this is where Al's going to lose his mind, okay?
No, I lost my mind on 10 Cup. Don't you worry, my mind is done.
He's gonna lose his mind. All right, listen.
Above Dwayne Martin beat beat Roy McAvoy, man. Come on, man.
All right.
We had the man from Miami Vice in the movie, man. We had Kevin Costner in the movie.
Yeah, that's done. That one's
nice.
done. That one's done. Okay, so we got Sandlot, where they have one night game a year. Can anybody tell me what night that is? It's the 4th of July when the fireworks is going off because the sky is lit up so they can play baseball. This movie had a bunch of brilliant young kids in it, and you cannot forget about James Earl Jones and his dog. What was the dog's name?
That was a Damon.
Say it's like I ain't seen this movie.
Yes, it ain't.
What? Say you ain't seen Sandlot?
Never seen Sandlot?
It's not bringing up anything for me.
Oh, you got homework, bro. You got homework, Racer X.
Yeah, we gotta get you all. We gotta get you all that overtime, baby.
Yeah, y'all got some homework to do. Now, Sandlot
93.
His dog's name was Hercules. His dog name was Hercules. We got some Sandlot watching here, bro.
We got 30-some years since then.
Hey, what's the iconic line out of this one? You're killing me, Smalls.
Smalls, yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Yep.
I kind of don't want to vote.
The dog was Hercules.
The dog's name was Hercules.
He was like
the dog's name was Hercules.
200 years old.
Yes. Had all the balls.
I don't like that.
Sandlot versus. Oh, yeah. He had a whole collection of.
He did. He had a whole collection of balls. Sandlot. It was like Sandlot is going to be moving on. Am I correct, say it?
Yeah.
Al, did you vote?
Yes.
He voted for. I think Al voted for Bagger Vance.
5-0.
No, he voted for Sandlot.
6-0.
Sandlot more of a class than Bagger Vance. I wasn't a big Bagger Vance fan.
Oh, you just threw it in there because it's golf.
That wasn't
That was
me.
Oh, okay.
And
that's Will Smith been smacked too much for me to like that movie still.
Wow.
Yeah, they're smacking people.
Okay, we're going to the bottom of this. We're going to the bottom of this bracket right now. We got Hoop Dreams versus The Longest Yard. Now, people have been asking the question, which one?
Come on now.
Y'all know which one we talking about. We talking about the one with Chris Tucker, Nelly, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, the more recent one.
Michael Irvin. Come on now.
Man, Michael Irvin made that movie. 88, man.
Nelly. Don't forget Nelly.
Nelly.
Right.
My man,
I hate Nelly.
My man Cheeseburger.
Burt Reynolds. From the original cast.
And then Hoop Dreams had that was what 94 or something like that.
Yeah, true. Wasn't this a true story? They followed these two high school kids around.
I think so.
Oh, so you never put Blue Chips in here? I thought Blue Chips made the count.
No, you had it on your list. You didn't even give it to us.
It was on my list. It was on my list. Blue Chip didn't. It didn't make it.
Yeah, but The Longest Yard was the 2005 one.
Jay Black said, "That's how the white man run the ball. If I was in there on D, I'd crack you in your egghead, but you ain't now, is you?"
So right now, you're standing at 3-1, Longest Yard, 3-1.
Oh, that's what Longest Yard. Oh,
hey, Goldberg didn't have a number. He had a letter. He was X.
This was rough for me because I really liked Hoop Dreams. That had Isaiah Thomas.
3-1, Longest Yard. That's where we stand at.
Yeah.
4-1, Longest Yard. 4-1.
I said Hoop Dreams.
If we got any Falcon fans out there, they should be voting on this since we wear the uniform the Longest Yard.
Pig's vote is in.
I put my vote in.
4-1, Longest Yard.
Lady A said, Hoop Dreams.
I said what I said.
She said what she said. Okay. She said what she said.
Look like 4-2, Longest Yard.
Hoop Dreams. Okay, yeah,
That's
4-2.
That's the second
How many times you gonna vote, Lady A?
I'm always
I
trying to
only
load
voted one
the
time.
trying to
Don't
load
you
the ballot,
lie.
man. Trying to load the ballot, man.
Don't you lie.
She over here
Vote
pulling Trump.
Vote
He
too
said I
long
would
as
go
you
for
are.
an educational
Vote too long as
movie.
you
Of
are.
course, Lady A would go for an educational movie.
I was like, that's such a wonderful movie.
Hey. All right, looks like unfortunately in Hoop Dreams, the brother got killed and the father and the older player died. Oh, okay.
He had to
It's
say
tragic.
it like,
It's tragic, man. It's tragic.
Long as you
Tragic.
are.
Longest yard. The longest yard is moving on.
okay. I was trying to get the upset.
She was begging for the upset. She was. Okay, so now our 4-5 matchup. We got Rudy
That's tough.
versus the Mighty Ducks.
That's a
Now the
tough.
Mighty Ducks had a bunch of movies, but we didn't say which one. So are we talking the whole thing? We talking Cake Eater
No,
here?
we can't. If it don't have a number, it's the first one.
We talking about the first one, right? We talking about the first one.
Yeah, the original.
We
We talking about the original Mighty Ducks where they had the flying V.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I don't like Notre Dame.
they had the Bash Brothers.
See, that's bias, man. You gotta remove all bias from voting. Sid.
Right.
Oh,
You got
Sand had already voted. Sand already voted.
say.
Rudy.
See?
Oh,
Rudy got his jacket, man.
Never seen Mighty Ducks.
Man,
Rudy.
Rudiger, man.
Rudy was so
Let's see.
heartwarming. Sad.
1-1.
I had the jersey.
2-1 is 2-2. 2-2 is a tie. 3-2.
see?
Rudy has taken the lead.
Let me mess that up.
No, Jay Black. Who you voting, Jay Black? Who you voting? You had the jersey around the Mighty Ducks. Who you voting, Jay Black? Give us one. Yeah, 1-2 is 4-2. 4-2 Rudy. 4-2 Rudy. Jay Black told he got the jersey. So it's 4-3.
Me and Cousin used to watch Mighty Ducks.
Anybody else? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Where? Yeah, anybody else? Come on, pick, vote.
You don't want me to vote, Sid.
Go ahead and vote. It ain't gonna hurt.
He going for Rudy.
That's good. Okay, 5-3 Rudy. 5-3 Rudy. Everybody vote. Everybody vote. Everybody vote. 5-3 Rudy. Get your vote in. Get your vote in. Get your vote in. My favorite player all time, Rocket is, man. I guess Rudy. I guess. Womp womp.
Hey,
6-3 Rudy. 6-3 Rudy. 6-3 Rudy. Like Rudy be moving on.
Rudy's moving on.
6-3 Rudy.
Hey, so that bracket literally held its rankings.
It did.
That
Barely.
bracket held its rankings.
Most
Everybody
of them did,
that was
right?
supposed to win in that bracket won.
1, 2, 3,
Jerry
4.
Maguire,
Except for the
Maguire,
free,
Sandlot,
other
Rudy.
than 10 cup nonsense. The first one was too.
Don't hate on me.
As long as y'all.
I ain't gonna talk about the Karate Kid over the Hoosiers. This is just this. Y'all just racist.
I agree with the
Y'all some racist individuals on this chat, man.
Wow.
Karate
Kid.
We gonna get you. We gonna get yeah.
A little Asian man, an Italian boy. What you mean? That's
Yeah,
not.
man.
Come on now.
No, I'm just saying they hating on the white man.
How?
They're an all white team, man.
Hey, Glory
That's
Road
basketball.
didn't make it. Glory Road didn't make it. If we'd have did 64, we'd have had some really, really good movies in here. But that's
No, we
way
be here all day trying to figure
Right.
out.
Yeah,
We're not doing 64.
Right.
No, we ain't
30
doing 64.
months.
Going to do the Sweet 16, man, and save the rest of us next week.
All right. All right, here we go. We're going to
That's four,
start at
that's
the
four.
bottom. We're going to start at the bottom of the South.
Uh-huh.
We have, I think this is a really good matchup here. We're going to start with this 2-7 matchup here. We got Draft Day as the 7th seed versus 42 with Chadwick Boseman. Oh, Lady A is already in the chat.
Wait, for those who don't know what 42 is, it's Jackie Robinson.
Yep.
42 is the
story.
Jackie Robinson story.
This for you, Jay Black. Jackie Robinson, okay? The first African American man to enter into the major leagues. So
Well, we talking about how good the movie is. That's the storyline.
yeah, well, no, I mean say that it's about his life. It's a real story. That's why I said it's for Jay Black. But it was a really good movie.
4-1, 42. 4-1, 42.
Yeah.
Are you voting for Chadwick or 42?
Well, Chadwick, but he embodied
5-1.
Jackie Robinson.
That's 5-1.
movie.
6-1. Draft 6-2. I mean 5-2.
Chadwick was in both movies.
Chadwick was in both movies.
5-2.
Yeah.
Chadwick was in both movies. See, that's true because he was the linebacker
Yeah.
in Draft Day.
His little butt was a linebacker.
Yeah.
Be a linebacker, man.
He was the linebacker. He was the linebacker in Draft Day, and the other dudes, the running back. Perfect line from Draft Day is "Give me back my picks, you pancake eating mother."
So there's 5-2 for 42.
5-2 for 42.
You want to have
Ron said he got
5-3.
42.
Look,
He
said
said 42.
draft day was dope, but I have to vote 42.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
he
bad.
voting
Make
42.
that 6-2. 6-2.
Right.
6-2.
Oh,
Yeah, I counted the race X. I think it was
hey,
42.
you see that? You see? Draft day had Diddy, so it's disqualified.
Whatever needs to be said, okay?
42 wins.
42.
All
He
right.
said 42
Stop
bottles
there.
of baby oil. What'd you say?
42 didn't have no baby oil.
He said 42 bottles of baby oil.
You know
What'd
what? Time out and a fine.
42 wins this one. 42 wins this one.
All right, here we go.
42.
Now, some
A
of
lot of
y'all
people
said
voted
we
on that
didn't have Remember the Titans on here. But
Yes,
Remember the
it-
Titans was a 3 seed in the South. Remember the Titans, y'all know, true story again here about a football team, about a high school that integrated. And they had players that had to learn how to get along.
OTC Williams, the local movie.
OTC was local. Yep. TC Williams. Now, we talk about Hardball. Hardball is a baseball story about a group of young kids from the inner cities from Cabrini Greens, right? And this one right here, everybody know who G Baby is. If you don't know who G Baby is, huh?
Sid ain't seen it.
Sid, you ain't seen
Sid
this?
ain't seen it.
I was in Korea. Sorry.
I can tell you this movie Sid ain't seen. I know Sid ain't seen this one.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I was in Korea.
As much as I love Remember the Titans, I gotta say, as much as I love Remember the Titans,
I remember the Titan. They had a little dance toward the end.
Hardball is the one Michael B. Jordan was in.
Michael B. Jordan is not in Hardball.
Yes, he is.
Thank you, Razor X.
I'm clicking on cast,
He is.
and Michael B. Jordan wasn't. His name was Jamal.
That's my brother.
That's what we saw him. That's when we first saw him.
His name was Jamal.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yes. His name was Jamal.
In Hardball.
Oh, yes, in Hardball. I'm thinking Remember the Titans. I'm like, he's not in Remember the Titans.
Well, they're going down because
Pete didn't want to go in the game, baby.
All right, come on, Hardball. Let's go.
I mean, Denzel killing it on our bracket.
Sunshine for the win.
And these
Lady A, you voted wrong.
What?
RTT.
You got Gary Batir, man. You got Gary Batir.
The 2 for Hard. You got 2 for
I went with
my man Woody Harris. He was Julius Campbell.
3 for Remember Titan, 4 for Remember Titan, 5 for Remember Titan, 6 for Remember. It's right now. It's 6-1.
Hey, y'all got no heart. None of y'all.
You a Hall of Famer in my book.
None of y'all got heart.
No side.
Donald Faison is in there too, and Nicole.
He is in there. Yeah. None of y'all got heart, man. That if y'all have ever watched Hardball, y'all know y'all cried at the end.
How you gonna say if y'all watch Hard? You ain't even know Michael B. Jordan was in the movie. How you gonna school us on the movie?
Wait, because Michael B. Jordan was real young. He looked totally different. He had no muscles. He had no braids. He looked totally different. It was weird.
Exactly the same.
It was weird. All right, so let's move
Remember
on
the Titans do the win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
It's a 3C for a reason. Pick.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I know it's a strong joint. It's a strong one. All right. So since we talk about the strong side, let's go ahead and go to the 4-5 matchup. Let's talk about blind side.
Because she ain't get that man his money.
Let's go blind side versus a league of their own. A league of their own is about the women that played baseball during the war.
That had Madonna in it, man. That's how old that is.
It had Madonna. It had
you said McDonald.
He did.
I said Madonna. Madonna.
I thought you said
crying in baseball.
Yep, no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball. That's right. But it's going up against the blind side. The Michael.
That's my brother.
The Michael Orr story, who went on to play for the Baltimore Ravens, had Sandra Bullock in it, and What was old boy's name? What was the little kid's name?
Michael.
Michael Orr.
No, not Michael Orr, the little brother. Ray J? Or RJ?
RJ.
RJ had a little RJ in there.
Michael
crashed the
Orr,
truck.
Ray J.
Did you say Ray J?
3-0.
said Ray
Leon is a 3-0.
Or had RJ. They going to go get the new Madden.
1, 2.
Yeah, there you go. Women's History Month.
Leo Young is up 4-0. Let me go and put mine in too.
Go on, put yours in for Blindside. Say it. Al voted for the Blindside.
Al, he did not. Al said they ain't get that boy money. He
ain't get that boy's money, man. They ain't pay that boy's money, man. Them people
Bruce Glad said a league of their own.
If you know that movie,
Rosie O'Donnell.
That movie was the best.
6-0.
I love A League of Their Own.
Man, Blindside boy, Blindside got blindsided, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a 4-5 matchup, but I think before either one was underseeded or one was overseeded.
Hey, it looks like
he said, "I'll take the fine."
They did. They did, man. You're right.
You're
right, man.
This
You're
has
right.
been a sweep.
Yep.
I don't think anybody picked Blindside on this one.
Nope.
No.
I think it was a sweep.
Oh, well, Race X. Oh no, that's color. That's color.
He already voted.
He already okay.
All right, baby. Go to the top, baby. Number 1 seed.
Right. Hey, we at the top. We with the number 1 seed.
You don't
right
understand.
Here. Listen, we talking Will Smith.
And Friday Night Lights is a classic.
Ooh, if y'all don't know,
what is that?
It's
I don't know how this is a number. I don't know how this
is Ali. But if
Ali,
y'all don't know,
that's like an L.
That's an I. It's a little I, man.
Oh, I said, hey, bro, that's what it look like.
Y'all in Texas too. This is classic.
This is a bad matchup.
This is Permium, which we saw. I literally saw Gene's old high school, North Crowley, play Permium in real life, and they blew them out. But you got Permium here, you got Boobie Miles, the real true story about Boobie Miles and that team that went all the way to the state finals, and they absolutely played versus Odell Beckham Sr. in that championship game.
Hey, Ali on my list.
So Friday Night Lights, true story. Are you serious? What are you serious? Come on, Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights. Let's go.
It's 3-3. It's 3-3.
Ali Boomaye. So first of all, Ali is a true story as well.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'll tell you back. You got it first screen part. It's 3-2.
Excuse me?
It hung up. It hung up.
What hung up?
J Platt, your first screen part, we put Friday Night Lights. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. Who was J Black? Who you put in? If you want to win, put Boobie in.
If you want to win, let Boobie spin.
Make that 3-3. It's a tie.
Ali Boomaye.
It's a tie. Right now it's a tie. And Racer X just broke the tie. It's 4-3.
Do we got any? Do we got a Hail Mary from the back?
Come on.
It's 4-3 Ali.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yes, comes with Ali. It's 5-3 Ali.
Come on, we need 2 more votes. Let's go.
5-3
Come on,
Ali.
Friday Night Lights.
Anybody
Friday
else
Night
out
Lights.
there?
You can get
Ali Boomaye.
I need y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
5-3
You
Ali.
know, Will Smith killed that role. Stop it.
He did.
5-3 Ali.
But Friday Night Light storyline.
Hey, I'm getting all kinds of votes for Friday Night Lights on X.
What show us?
Share your screen, Pick.
Screen.
All kinds of votes. All kinds of votes right here on X.
Sure.
We're gonna count the mail in. Y'all got to review your X feed, man. Because I'm sure y'all might got the votes on the X feed, man. Y'all got to do that's gonna be the mail-ins.
Yep.
Facebook. I'm getting votes on Facebook right
John
now.
John Voight. Mario Van Peebles.
Hold on, the show said Friday Night Lights, baby. We might got to come back, but we might get last minute come back.
Come on, Friday Night Lights.
5-4. It's 5-4. 5-4. Ali's up 5-4.
Come on, Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights. Come on, let's go. Let's get this number 1 seed out of here.
No, Ali.
Where my man, man? Where my man Corey at? He must not be on here tonight because he definitely had something to say.
Yeah,
all right.
Don't make me call Corey. Hold on.
5-4.
Don't try to call in. Look at you.
I'm calling
Don't
Corey
be calling
right
in Elon.
I'm calling him right now.
5-4 Ali. That's where we stand at.
Hold on, wait.
Ain't no wait. You ain't called for no other one. So no.
Oh, you sent me straight to voicemail.
Good. Because he know you was trying to call him with some shenanigans.
5 for Ali.
There you go. Ali. Oh my God.
That's not right. That's just really not right. That number 1 seed should have been knocked off.
Nope.
5 for Ali. Ali hung on.
We still got 3 number 1s in there.
Ali hung on and fought to the end. He hung in there. He showed his perseverance, and he did what he had to do to get that last jab in. Ali wins 5-4.
Hey, Al. Ali did the rope-a-dope on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, he did.
First, I'm trying to figure out how Friday Night Lights was an 8 seed. First off,
I ain't do that.
How was Friday Night Lights an 8 seed?
It was probably you or Al because y'all was doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was an 8 seed, but listen, this is round 1, right? I hope you guys enjoyed our show. We'll do round 2 on Saturday. So in round 2, Lady A, go ahead and tell us the matchups, please.
All right. So in the North, we got He Got Game and Above the Rim. We have Bloodsport and Rocky 3. For the West, we have Any Given Sunday, Love and Basketball. And then we have The Program with the Karate Kid. In the South, we have Ali in a League of Their Own. Remember the Titans and 42. For the East, we have Jerry Maguire and The Sandlot. Then we have Rudy in The Longest Yard. So,
wait a minute. Y'all set me up.
How?
Who put this bracket together? Got 2 of my teams fighting each other. I just noticed that.
Okay, so remember we were saying that somebody else probably picked it too.
Yeah, somebody else picked it. What?
But
Okay,
that just
so
means
listen.
you have good taste in movies.
No, I'm just
If
playing.
you guys, if we have movies on this list that you guys haven't watched, you got a couple of days to watch them. So get to work so your votes can count for real. All right.
10 Cup is gone. I don't have to waste my time on that.
Oh,
10 Cup. You ain't got to watch 10 Cup no more. You got to watch 10
Okay,
Cup.
yeah.
I
ain't even watched 10 Cup.
I'm done with you, said. We used to be homies, man. I don't even know who you are no more.
Hey, we'll have the latest news and notes from NFL free agency. We'll bring you that. Man, I'm gonna try to have Doc on Saturday because I know Doc's gonna cuss a couple of y'all out about these movies that y'all.
Oh, he gonna cuss you out about Hoosiers. Watch what he say about Hoosiers, man.
Hey,
and then number 1 see Doc gonna cuss you out about Hoosiers and 10 Cup. I ain't gonna be able to be inside. I might be able to go. I have to go to a funeral in North Carolina, but it should be over by the evening.
y'all know I usually don't get Doc on Saturdays, but I'm gonna try to get Doc on a Saturday, man. So we can talk about these movies. If I don't get Doc, then I'll probably try to reach out to Lou Holder. Y'all gonna be in trouble by some of these movies. These man, it was a great exercise though. I really do appreciate everyone who joined. Everybody's watching. I know we started talking off Commanders free agency. Thank you to CWall for joining us and giving us her time and being a great mentor for us here. She jumped on another show right after she left here. But thank you all for participating in our March Madness sports movie bracket. We'll do round 2 on Saturday, as we said. It's just something fun, little wet the whistle, little appetite for March Madness. And we figured we'd do it. We'll put our own little twist on it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lady A, did you have fun doing this?
Of course.
I did too. Al, you okay, man? You back with us yet?
Nah, man. I'm under protest, man. I need to see the write-in votes. There's no way in the world Hoosiers lost, man. I'm upset.
Al for the middle.
Hey, somebody get upset. It's why it's called March Madness. It happens somewhere down the line.
If it's madness to you, then they make sense, right? It's March Madness.
Right. There we go.
She said.
What she said. Did we cover everything?
We hit it all.
I'm gonna reach out about the coach too, man. For we got because they play. We got to root for Go Maryland, man. Maryland play Thursday on Friday, 6:30. They play their further. They finished number 2 in the Big Ten, man. That's a real big season for Maryland.
They got the double bye.
They got the triple bye.
They got the triple bye.
Play because the Big Ten crazy with their setups because they got games starting Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. They don't play the Friday.
Mhm.
Hold on, we got questions in the chat real fast.
Yeah, I said that, J Radio, man. That's when I
Yeah.
said
We had movies that just didn't make the cut. Now, like I said, we had some crazy movies that didn't make the cut. Talladega Nights, Days of Thunder, Radio, Caddyshack. Right?
You want to know what I thought about? Of course, it's just because it's cute, but the movie won awards was Cars.
Yeah, but that's
think about it.
We left animated. Yeah. If that's the case, we should have did what's the my son
the basketball
with the Space Jams.
Yeah,
Space Jam.
Space Jams. The second one.
The first one. Space Jam's the first one. Yeah. Hey, TV show, underrated TV show. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called Swagger. It's about basketball in the DMV. It's on Apple TV. Swagger.
Free channel. Anybody see Paradise? Anybody finish watching Paradise?
I'm still on Paradise. I'm about to go catch an episode here in a minute.
Ain't gonna mess up.
And then we mentioned Cobra Kai many times.
Yeah, we did. Cobra Kai is another one that's on Netflix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
spin off of Karate Kid.
Like I said, we're sports fans here. This is what we do. Say's an Atlanta Falcons fan. Al is a Cowboys fan. Commanders fans, raise your hand.
Boo.
There we go. We love sports, and that's what we do. Gridiron Gang. Yes, Gridiron Gang was another one. All right. So listen, please do not forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Hit that bell to enable alerts for new content just like this. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. Facebook, hit that love button, that heart. You guys are on X. Hit that heart for me. We'll keep doing what we do. We really, really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. Man, amazing show. We had a lot of fun. Say it. You said we covered it all, right?
We hit it all.
We hit it all. Knocked it out the park. Great. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force. First String Podcast, second to none. Come get some. Tell them, say it.
Maybe the Falcons just draft the dog. Go Dogs.
Raise hell.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. 'Cause it's time for the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast show. Imagine talking sports, having fun with the fam. At a starting line, the first string is what you have. An entertaining stream with the Pro Bowl cash. When the viewers chime in, they gon' answer what you ask. Representing for the Queens, yeah, we got Lady A. A super knowledgeable woman who can break down any play. Say it from the South, so he read GA. The Falcons, the Bulldogs, the whole Peach State. Drunk Uncle Al, only way you can describe him. Every time he crack the mic, you know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and tune in.